Did you think that he was going to shoot the ball? Is that what you thought? Because it would have been the baggiest thing ever. He was 4 of 17. He couldn't throw it in the ocean. And you thought he was just going to pull up and take a contested jumper at the buzzer? The only reason that that would have happened would have been to try to preserve a dumbass, meaningless streak that nobody cares about and most didn't even know existed. Nobody cares about scoring 10 points every game. Nobody.
Jim Rome reacts to LeBron James' streak ending. Check out what he had to say, and then I'll come back with my comments.
Finally, it's over. The longest streak of all time that absolutely nobody gave a damn about has finally come to an end. LeBron finally did not score in double digits, did not hit 10 points in a game, and the streak could not have ended in a more hilariously LeBron manner than it did. Of course, it came down to the final possession of a tie game. Of course, the ball ended up in LeCap's hands. And of course, LeCap was sitting right there on 8 points. So what did he decide to do?
Yeah, LeBron, he had no choice but to pass that ball. There was a lot of pressure on him making that game-winning shot and continuing that streak. So he was real strategic. He's seen on the backlash he was facing when he stat padded versus the Suns, staying in the game, being down like 20 plus. As soon as he scored the 10 plus points, he waved the white flag and got himself out the game. So of course I already knew LeBron James, he was going to make the right pass, make the right play, give it to Rui, let him be the reason why you win or lose the game or it goes to overtime. Then he also knew, you know what? If this game goes to overtime, he'll get his 10 plus points. So it was a win-win situation for LeBron. Let me pass the ball and look like the hero, and the streak ends, or we go to overtime, and I can continue the streak. I'm sure LeBron James could score 2 points in 5 minutes. At the end of the day, LeBron did what he did, but you got to shout out to Rui for winning the game.
I like these guys, but glaze much? Do you know why it was the right basketball play? Because that dude's not exactly a laser at 40. Of course it was the right play. Him not shooting it is always the right play. He was 4 of 17 last night. Of course it was the right play. And by the way, you know why it was the right play? Because, as he'll remind us, he always makes the right play. Which is why the entire internet is rushing up in here to deify the man and glorify the moment as maybe the greatest, most unselfish play in NBA history.
I know there's little glazers out there, but that's ridiculous. That wasn't the greatest play ever just because he sacrificed a streak that no one cared about. The only people that cared about it were the people on his team pushing it to mainstream media. His La Media team, they did a good job over the last couple weeks and months talking about this streak. But at the end of the day, there was a lot of pressure on him. He's not a three-point shooter. He can't shoot from the outside consistently. He's not like a KD or a Carmelo Anthony, some of the greatest scorers in NBA history. He's not like that. He's somebody that's going to have longevity, and he's going to make a lot of stats. So good for him for passing the ball, but it was too much pressure for LeBron James hitting that game-winning shot. He'd rather put all the pressure on Rui, and again, win-win situation. If he misses a shot, we go to overtime, and I get my 10-plus points. LeBron James, he couldn't lose in that situation.
And that makes no sense to me whatsoever. What? Did you think that he was going to shoot the ball? Is that what you thought? Because it would have been the baggiest thing ever. He was 4 of 17. He couldn't throw it in the ocean. And you thought he was just going to pull up and take a contested jumper at the buzzer? The only reason that that would have happened would have been to try to preserve a dumbass, meaningless streak that nobody cares about and most didn't even know existed. Taking that shot would have been one of the baggiest things ever. Passing it, however, was the most obvious thing ever. No credit for doing the most obvious thing ever, which is supposedly what he always does, right? The right thing. So, why is social media so anxious to call this play the LeBron James of LeBron James plays?
Because everybody's trying to make him surpass Michael Jordan, but they know that he can't. So they had to kind of put up the streak as promotion. Like, you know what? Let's talk about this for a few weeks. Let's promote that streak. Let's talk about LeBron James being the greatest scorer ever instead of him just being, someone that's available, someone that's going to play, and it's going to break a lot of stats. It is what it is. But again, his Glazers out there, they're working overtime. They're trying to make like this is the greatest assist ever. But at the same time, if LeBron James was comfortable in his shot, not going for a 17, he would have took that shot. But LeBron James, he's scared of the pressure, and he had to pass it to his teammate. Good basketball play, but LeBron James is a fraud.
It's just the obvious play, the right play, clearly. The LeBag entire basketball identity is he always makes the right play. LeBrick throwing up another LeBrick to cost them the game obviously would not have been the right play. Why would the guy who always makes the right play make the wrong play? It's because people expected him to stat pad and chase his streak, which is what he did last time out, which is why people were bagging on him. How do you think he got to 17 shots last night? Chasing 10 points. Believe me, it's so hilarious to me that he's some kind of legend and hero for that.
Yeah, I was calling it early. He shot 4-17. He was trying to force getting those 10 points. You seen what he did the last few possessions, shooting threes, then try to do like a turnaround fadeaway step back and got blocked by Brandon Ingram. So he was trying his best to stat pad, but it wasn't working. So the only thing he could do was make a good basketball play and pass to the Rui for the three. Again, I'm going to keep saying this, win-win situation. That game goes to overtime. He's going to get his 10-plus points, but he didn't want to shoot that ball because he was 4-17 and he knew it wouldn't fall anyways. And he would have got trashed on social media like LeBron James tried to make the game winner and continue that streak. LeBron James is real conscious when it comes to social media. He reads the room. He understands he has a great team. So he knew if he took that shot and missed it, it was going to be a bad look for him. So again, real calculated by LeBron James, but he's still a fraud. He'll never be better than Michael Jordan.
The last place he wanted to be was in that place, having taken 17 shots already and couldn't even get his 10 points. Of course he gave the ball up. One, because it was the right play, and two, him taking a shot there would have been the baggiest stat padding move ever. But all of a sudden now it's some kind of grand, magnanimous act. Like how noble of LeBag not to fully bag it all up this time. What a hero for not stat padding and chasing some stupid record that nobody even cares about. Can I say this again? Nobody cares about scoring 10 points every game. Nobody.
He has no choice but to care. He can't be the GOAT. He'll never be the GOAT. So he can't surpass Michael Jordan. So they're going to try to promote these streaks that he has, promote the all-time scoring list. It's the longevity list. LeBron James, he's been a fraud. People are starting to figure this out. But he's trying his best with the media to try to push him forward past Michael Jordan. It's never going to happen. Keep trying, LeBron, but it'll never work. You'll never be better than Michael Jordan. You might as well retire now because Father Time is hitting LeBron. If he's struggling to score 10 points, imagine what the rest of the season's going to hold for him. It's not going to end well for LeBron. Best bet, retire after this season. I know you want to stat pad and try to win a championship because of Luka and Austin Reeves, but I doubt it's going to happen. LeBron James' career is officially over.